All right, people, today is the 15th. It is a Monday, 2022, 8:30-ish. It's dark out. Why is it dark out? It's always the same shit. Last night, about 1:30 in the morning, 1:15, we had an epic rain bomb. We know it came from the Marshall Steam Station because the coal plants are the weather. The steam plants are the rain bomb makers. Acid rain. Deadly poisons, heavy metals, the offshoots of burning coal. And I mean, last night's rain bomb was brutal. I'm sure it knocked power out around here. I'm sure it uprooted a bunch of trees. Saturday was the cleanest appearing half day that the shit plant has had in 8 months. I was really surprised. But halfway through the day, it started farting out turd clouds and it was over. But for half the day, there was no humidity. It appeared that the plant was almost idled, meaning the emissions were dissipating off the top of the stack and not making clouds. That lasted for half a day, that was it. And it went straight back to shit. Where's the natural gas, boys, that you said you injected into this plant? It's supposed to be a beautiful thing. It's so much cleaner. It is 100 times worse than it's ever been. And don't give us any bullshit. It's the weather that comes in and fucks that thing up. Because you guys control the output of the plant. Dry steam, wet steam, superheated steam. I'll guarantee you last night, if you looked at the outputs records of the plant, they ramped that son of a bitch up with so much moisture to create that rain bomb, and I guarantee it can all be tracked. So eventually you're gonna go down. And the people that created those flood bombs in Kentucky, that's murder. All right? I'd hate to be working at that plant and be guilty of setting the dials for that. When the steam plants are not making clouds, there is no rain ever. That's a fact. So it's always the culprit every single time. You can see how bad this thing trashes the environment. And they say they're in compliance. That is a fucking lie. You aren't in compliance of anything but destroying the air that we breathe. And now that Richard Bright, Chump, and Biden said that we'll be in the dark forever, you're making sure that's happening in the guise of man-made climate change, which is you scumbags making the climate change. Everybody knows this. Doppler radar, weaponized cell towers, coal plants being by far the worst. The higher up wisps were sprayed out of military tankers. So you get away from the plant, okay, and the sky starts to get blue again. You'd think somebody would be a whistleblower in that place and come forward and tell about the atrocities going on. But they don't want to lose their jobs. Absolutely disgusting this is allowed to go on. So here's beautiful Lake Norman buried in Puke Energy's coal shit. That's a weather weapon. The thunder and the lightning is always in the coal ash clouds. The reason for that, because there are no natural clouds. What are you guys going to do when the people come for this place and had enough? Because that day's coming.